Attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good evening, everybody. This is Robert Stone, and I'm very glad to be here tonight. There has been quite a stir created in the IM community because of what Holly is presenting, and this thing is about to take off big time. You're the first. Price is going up, so you're lucky to be in at what you paid at $197 because people are going to be paying a lot more for what she has to offer. Some of the biggest names that you may have all heard of are going to be promoting this in the next couple of weeks and months. So go ahead and take advantage of everything that you might learn. I'm going to turn you over to Holly right now. Holly, are you ready to go?
Yeah. Hey guys, what's up? We're all doing good. I can talk today. I have a big pot of hot chocolate, so if I mute myself and you don't hear me for like 5 seconds because I'm coughing up a lung. Is there anything anyone wanted right away for me to go over before? Because I really don't have anything to present to you guys. It's just more of a question and answer about what you guys have some questions about over the last couple webinars.
Okay, Holly, I'm going to start from the beginning.
Do you see any?
Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. All right, I'm going to begin with David Dolan. He would like to know, Holly, is this the reminder for the mechanics of how to create and combine lists of keywords and cities to GSA?
Yeah. Hey, Tony, you want to mute your mic? Hey, thanks. All right. So Dave wants to know, when you have something like 800 locations and one set of keywords basically for all the locations, he wants to know how to set it up with GSA. So what I would normally do is I have a CSV file. Hey, Robert.
Yes.
You want to mute yourself while you're typing, dude? Hey, you're recording this, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. So you make a CSV file. And column A is your keywords, and column C is your city. So let's say I do let's put in the, let's see. The plants one. Okay, let's just pick this one. Okay, so this was one that I did for Las Vegas. And these were the keywords that we targeted. So you can see Las Vegas is in the middle, and I don't need that. Or is in the front. So I just highlight it and hit Control H, which is replace. So I replaced Las Vegas with a blank. I just hit delete, so it takes everything out of there, and click on replace all. So those are my basic keywords then. I Control A. This program, by the way, is it's Notepad++. Okay, so then I highlight all my keywords and Control C, and I take and go over to Excel and hit Control V. That puts all my keywords in my column A. Okay? The city is obviously the city that I want. It's Las Vegas. So I type it in the first one, and I copy and paste a couple down, and then I highlight them, and this little like box at the bottom, I just drag that box down, and brings Las Vegas all the way down. Then I go up to the top, and I remove the line 1 because that's where it says keyword and city. Okay, and then I click on save, and I want to keep using this format, so I click on yes, and then then I close it. Okay, now we go back to the CSV that I just saved. you right-click, open with, and I'm going to open it with Notepad++. All right, so these two, right, those two commas are what you want to replace it with. So, I mean, you can replace it with that. You know, you can do replace all, and replace all the commas with a straight line. So, like when I do 800 cities, so my column A is my keywords, my column B is blank, because the blank is where the comma is, so, and that's what I would want to replace. The C is my city. I would have another blank line, or blank column, and then E, I would have my phone number, which would be 608-882-9856. Okay, and then I copy this down. All the way so it evens out. Go to the top, click on Save, yes, then close that again. All right, now open it with Notepad. So I have 2 commas for each of the space that I'm missing. So I would just do this, replace it with, it's not in the right order, just one sec. All right, E, my city needs to go in E, my phone number needs to go in C. This is, oops. Okay, so phone number goes into C. All right, I'm showing you guys how I would normally do it. So my B is blank, that one's there. And then if I want to do something like Las Vegas, and then I could do Phoenix. All right, so that one's blank. I need a blank one. Where's my mouse? Okay, my mouse is going crazy on me. 1 second, sorry. I gotta do that again. Really? Okay. So plans to repair is my keyword. My location is Las Vegas. I have a blank column between the phone number, and then I would have another keyword. So let's just put in and then I would have another city. And carry that down. All right. What is going on with my mouse? Oh my God. Okay, it's not like working with me, so let's do this one more time. Okay, that's my city. Save that. Okay. Next. Okay. I'm just going to show you on those ones. Otherwise, I have to do it now for the 4th time. Okay, so this is my keywords. Column B is my city. Column C is a blank, which would be the 2 commas. Column D is my phone number. Column E is a blank because I want 2 commas. Column F is a new keyword that would be different from A. And column C is a city. If I'm doing like just Las Vegas, then I would leave Las Vegas, but I just put Phoenix in there. Okay, and then you save it. Okay, now you open it in Notepad, and here are your, and then didn't give me my 2 columns, this one did. Okay, so the 2 columns go with a straight line up and down. And you can tell that, and then this side, my 1 column, you put a space. So the 1 column is now right there, would be where the space was. The 2 columns is where the phone number and the city split, and then the other 1 space was where the is where that one was. Does that make sense to you, Dave? Robert, you want to let me know?
Dave isn't saying, but it made sense to me. All right, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, so I mean, if you have 800, you put all your 800 in column A. Yeah. There's also a website I'll show you too, actually, when I'm sitting right here. So if you have a bunch of terms, like we'll take these terms that we just did. Say you have like 800 terms. You put all your terms in there on the bottom, and I want to add prefix or you want to add a suffix. So if I want to add a suffix, I got to put a space in there and then put Phoenix. Oh, that didn't work. Maybe I don't put my space in there. But Phoenix. Add. What is it doing? Oh wait, that's what you do. You put your keywords at the top. You put your space in, like I said, and click on Add Prefix or Suffix, and it adds in Phoenix at the back of it. Same way with the front. You got your keywords. You want to add Las Vegas. Put that in there. Click on Add Prefix or Suffix. See, I didn't put a space, so it's not gonna put a space there. So back out. Las Vegas space, add prefix or suffix, and Las Vegas is in the beginning. And then you can just copy and paste that out too. And that is textmechanic.com. They have other stuff in here too, like if you open that tool menu, this sort lines, this is good. Like if you have a bunch of random URLs that you want to post to, you can type them, you can put them all in there and click on random, and it'll randomize the file for you, and then you just copy and paste it out. But I mostly use it for this prefix and suffix.
Okay, Holly, Nick Roam is asking, he understands how you rank for many keywords, but how do you take over entire pages of Google?
So in your GSA, you would put your YouTube video. You could do a press release. You could do your Web 2.0s. You could do a pin interest. You could do a Twitter. You could do a Facebook. You could do any kind of like social account like that, and put that in your same GSA campaign for what your keywords are. And so that way you're running links to all of those URLs at the same time, and they all should come in. So that's kind of how you take over pages of Google, is you run links to all that stuff.
Bob Irwin would like to know if you have any PDFs on this training, as that could be a big help for everyone, he says.
Yeah, I'm not going to make any PDFs because I've done the webinars. The PDFs, first they would be like 40 to 50 pages, and really if you go step by step with a video and just pause it and do what I'm doing on your GSA, you shouldn't have to have a PDF. I know some people like to read it beforehand, but really it's going to save you time if you just watch the video at the same time and hit pause.
Bob Irwin would like to also know if you can create Hangouts with regular videos instead of PowerPoint.
Yep,
is that not as effective, he wants to know.
Yeah, it's the same effective. So you would use Minicam. You want to watch video 1 so you can see how I set this up. You just import your video that you had made, and you change your Hangout settings, and then you just push play. It streams through your Hangout. This, the quality is not as crisp. Sorry if I just coughed in your ear. The quality is not as crisp as if you would have uploaded it, and that's just because Google servers are not catching up with everyone else using the Hangouts. They're kind of fuzzy. It depends upon what time of day you do. As Rolly will tell you, do it between 9 p.m. and 11 a.m. or 10 a.m. I think it is, and you're going to get a clear image. That's really all I can tell you.
Okay, Gary Smith would like to have you go into rank-wise some more, but he didn't specify. Gary, do you have any more specific questions you'd like to ask of Holly? Just add it in the chat box, and we'll get to them soon. And Brian Peterson is asking in the same way about hashtags, about how to use hashtags.
Okay, so hashtags. Is it hashtags for GSA or hashtags for YouTube?
He doesn't specify.
Can you put in the chat box which one you want me to show you the hashtags?
He says YouTube.
He says YouTube, of course, because I'm not very good at the ones on YouTube, but okay. So let's go to YouTube. All right, so we sign into YouTube.
Mark Simard has asked you to also elaborate on hashtags with GSA while you're doing it.
Okay. So we have the DUI attorney one that we did. Click on edit. So I actually had to ask Rolly about this because I don't use hashtags in my description. But I like it when other people do because I take their keywords. But basically what you do is, it's real simple. You just put your number symbol and you put your keyword and you run it all together. You hit save. That's all that is. If you're talking about that description one, you can't copy and paste it in. Apparently they changed that a while ago. I tried to copy and paste it in and it didn't pick up as a hashtag. I don't know if this one has picked up as a hashtag yet. Let me check my profile. So it hasn't. So I guess if you click on this arrow right here, you'll see it come in as a hashtag. Let me see this one. So this right here, you see where it says fire pit? That's a hashtag. But that was picked up from the tags or the keywords probably. My tags have the hashtag Hangouts on Air. I had some people ask me why I leave that in there. I leave it in there just because I think that Google sees it as a Hangout, which is good, but I don't want to take out that hashtag because it has Hangouts on air. So I don't take those, the default ones out, the Hangouts on air, and this HOA. I know some people do because they want to use all that room, but I don't really put very many tags in my videos because I bring it up by doing the links. So I hope that answers your question with hashtags. For GSA's hashtags, okay, for 217 for hashtags, you go to your template and click on Edit. So what you would do, I need to get the URL and a notepad for me quick. Okay. So if I want to go after a bunch of different cities, I could put the URL and hashtag, and then I put my keyword. So I would do solar panels Arizona, and put another one, hashtag solar panels Phoenix. Another one, hashtag solar panels Madison. So this means to GSA, when it drops a link, it drops the URL, and then this is the keyword that it's going to drop to. This hashtag overrides what is in the keywords and the anchor text box. So although I have these appliance repair ones here, it doesn't matter if those are there because my hashtag is telling GSA what to post. So I mean, if you have a lot of like locations, this is probably the way you're going to want to do it. Because like, okay, like for, I had one that was bee removals, and I had a different video for each city that had a different keyword. So I had to link up my YouTube videos with the same, excuse me, with the right city and the right location. For GSA, there's no space between the hashtag. It's right next to it. If you put a space, the hashtag won't work. So the space only goes in the YouTube video. Actually, no, it doesn't even go in the YouTube video. You have to run it all together in the YouTube video.
Mark Samart is asking, can we add hashtags after adding a feature and share, as Bill Walsh explained at the end of the YouTube URL?
Let me see. All right, so do you remember what it was? What did they write? What it was? It was.
I remember it's recorded and in the members area. I haven't got it written before me. No.
Okay, my dogs are going to.
Okay, it's and feature equals share. Mark Samart is saying.
What is it?
And feature equals share. No spaces. And Janet Bruno is asking, she saw that you left a space between solar panels in Arizona. Do we leave those spaces?
Okay, so the and feature equals share in the hashtag, yeah, you have to have you got to have a space here because your keywords are going to be spaced. So in GSA, you want your spaced for your keywords.
Okay.
Let's see if that works. You can put it in there and then you click on test. What was it? And it was solar panels, Arizona. Test again. Solar panels. That doesn't look like that works. Because the anchor text, let me see if I got anything else in there. Okay, let's do this. Let's clear it out. Put it in there again. Click OK. and then edit again. Test. Solar panels, Arizona. Solar panels, Arizona. Solar panel. Okay. So now, yeah, it does work. And you got your and feature equals share. So, yeah, you can do that. You can see as the anchor text overrides what I have in that box because that is what that's what the hashtag says. Okay.
How do you add multiple URLs
that,
and keywords into one project in GSA? Or is it better to create separate projects for each
add
URL?
multiple. Okay. So those are my keywords. We'll clear them out. This little dude that says import. Okay, so I can't take my... There's no easy way to do that. We're just gonna... I'll just show you an example and put a couple enters in there. Okay, so we got 4 or 5 keywords. You copy the keywords. Each keyword has to be on a different line. Okay. You put each keyword on a different line. You highlight it, hit copy. You go over to import and hit from file, from clipboard, wherever you have it, from clipboard. 4 anchors added. It adds them in there with a comma. It's the same way with the keywords. Take out that line. Tool, import, from clipboard. They imported them. You click yes. Ignore all unchecked keywords. I always click no. So that's how you add them in there. If you want to add them in the URL, you always have to hit clear. And then just copy and paste them. They have to be in a separate line like that. Control C. Click edit. Import. So edit import from clipboard. 3 URLs added, and if you click on that little down arrow, then you can see them all come up there. Then you gotta click OK. If you actually try to go in here and hit delete, like try to delete that URL, and then just type something else in there, just type like, and click OK. I did start with HTTP. It's not going to let you do it. And it'll tell you you need to click the edit and then click delete or clear. You can't put in there. You have to do delete or clear. I always do clear. And then if you click OK, it still won't let you do it. Okay, Robert.
How do you use mailcatch.com?
How do you use it in
How do you use it for your GSA emails?
All right, so you open up template, you click on edit, you go to email verification. You would delete the ones in there out because they would be mine. You go to this box that says create new and you click on mail catch. And I always put 10 in there. I don't put more than 10 because GSA, you know, 10's a lot of emails to go in there and verify anyways. And you just click OK. GSA will go in there and verify it. You don't yourself go in there and verify it. So that's all there is to it about mail catch.
How do you get your huge anchor text diversity list?
Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay, so we go to Keyword Planner, and that's at Google AdWords Keyword Planner. We'll type in bee removal. and then click Get Ideas. Oh, I have to log in again. Sign in to AdWords. And your Google keyword tool, type in bee removal and click in Get Ideas. I just click in a basic seed word. Okay, it's going to bring up ad groups and key ideas. Like if I want to just do bee removal, I don't really know why they do the ad groups. This is something new. It probably has to do with your PPC, but I click on keyword ideas. And then I click on this add all 801. I don't even look at them yet. I click on copy a clipboard, and I copy them out, and I put them in a text file, and then I go look at the ones that I kind of like want to rank for. I mean, you have all those key removal ones right there, so I would probably try to rank for all those. If I'm doing like a location, then I would key removal Denver. And that's not related. Packet of bees for sale. Bee packages, bee for sale, hive bees, honey bee. Bee suits. Let's see what keyword idea says. So if it's like super niche like this, I might go down the list and just add the ones that I particularly want. Like if I was doing AC repair for Denver, these are more related. So I would just take all of them and take like 10 minutes and go through and make sure they all say Denver and that they're all kind of related. And then I just pop those into GSA. I would take the text file that had the list of them and delete those two lines out, and then just go to import from clipboard, and 801 are indexed or are added, and import from the clipboard, and they're all added there. Click OK. So that's how I do it. I mean, some of these probably are not related. Like the attorney one, I started with maybe 600 and I got it down to maybe 300. So I mean, you know, I might put it in there a couple more times to try to get more long tail ones, but I mean, I probably would still try to rank for these general terms, even though it's not, doesn't say Denver, because it's going to pull in window air conditioning keywords at the same time. Okay, Robert.
Can you elaborate on how we can best use Weebly's or blog spots that you are offering?
How they can best use the Web 2.0s?
It says Weebly's or blog spots.
Okay, so so the Weebles, there is not any program that I'm aware of that will automatically post to Weebles, you have to do that manually. And you know, you just log in and which one do I want? Both anchors and embeds. You know, you would just log in and make your general, you know, it depends on what you're using it for. I use it for a video blog. So you could just post your embed, or you could post 5, you know, sentences with a video URL. It really depends on what you plan on using it for. I would use it for a video embed and just call it your PBN. That's basically what it is. And Blogspot's the same way, that RankWiz does not post to Blogspot. Supposedly FCS does. I cannot verify that because I post on like manually to those 2 platforms, and I have a high school student that just does it for me. But Weeble and Blogspot, you know, Weeble definitely does not have any place to automatically post to it. FCS was going to, but as far as I know, so far they haven't. So you know, you would just put your article with your embed, basically. I can show you one, both anchor and embeds. I don't want to do that. Post and so like T-blog, it's right there. So T-blog's website might be having a couple issues. Let me open it with Chrome. Yeah, it must be their website, because normally there's like a nice looking image on it. So I just do a simple, you know, a simple sentence, 2 or 3 sentences. There's my embed, and there's my anchor, and there's another link back to that video, and that's what these all are. So that's one of those. I don't know if I have any soup ones. Let's see. Look at the WordPress one. So it's the same, you know, article, or I mean a simple line, welcome to blah blah blah. There's your embed. Here's like 2 sentences. There's my keyword. And there's my URL. I do them all the same way. Okay, Robert, next one.
Is there any difference between ManyCam and VidBlaster when referring to quality?
In my opinion, there's not. But some people say VidBlaster is better than ManyCam, and which it probably is because of the different codecs in it. But for what I use it for, I don't see the difference now. The quality is for me, it's the same.
How or where do you get your niche or affiliate product inspiration?
So normally what I would do is go to that window. Let's see if I have it. CB Engine. Ooh, I don't know my password, and just one sec. Okay, so CV Engine shows you they show you basically the ClickBank products and some of the Gravity Me. I think that means like the best selling products. So I kind of take a look at them. I like this product a lot. How to get your Xbox. You know, when I do run it, I make like $3,000-4,000 a month. It's a very good one to run. So really, I just go here and I look at the product, and they're all what? Okay. Let me see. So your Gravity is the ones that I really look at. I like to look at ones that, you know, are a little bit lower because I'm not going to have so much competition. Let's go to ClickBank. Okay. Signature price. Marketplace. Advanced search. And Gravity shows items with higher than 30. Search. So I just kind of look around. I mean, it's really the only way to do it. So if I wanted to do this one, I would go copy and paste. Put a Bing and type in Bing and see what kind of PPC people are doing on Bing. So if I wanted to go after that one, I would go to espionage, and my account isn't up to date, I think. Let's try it. Yeah, I gotta go get the login. Give me 1 second. Come on. Hey, Robert, you got any other questions?
Yes. How do you use Hangouts for affiliate CPA offers? And can you show some sample of Hangout for affiliate CPA offers?
Oh, this one is not liking me. Oops, that's not the right one. For affiliate CPA, which is kind of like basically what ClickBank is. So I would do it the same way. I would go find a CPA product and all right, I'm just paying this thing real quick, and then I can show you my screen. No, it said login failed. Really? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Okay, so now these guys, I'm not looking for, I can't find the ads that I'm looking for. Normally there's like a bunch of PPC people on here who I would know was tracking, but so let's just pick one. I'm looking the easiest way to find keywords if you're wondering what I'm doing. He only has one. Let's see what this guy has. Well, I know one that always has it. How to get your ex back. That one looks like one. Oh my god. I don't think espionage is working right now, so I can't really... It's not really working right now. I can't really show you what I do. What I would normally do is go in and get the keywords that the guy is bidding on, and espionage will tell me that, and then those are the keywords that I would go after. And then I would pop in that keyword list back into the keyword planner and just come up with more keywords and just more until I get a good 1,000 of them. And you know, you would do the same way as you have Amazon. If you have ClickBank, if you have CPA, I go spy on the competition and I take their keywords first, and then I go make up more.
Okay, Dave Dolan would like to know, does override mean replace or augment?
Any other ones, Robert?
Can you hear me, Holly?
Does override
mean to replace or to augment?
Override where? Like in a text file, it means to replace.
Okay. Roxanne wants to know, if I don't see a video on the first page of Google, how can I ascertain whether it is worth going after?
If it's local, you want to go after it regardless if there's a YouTube video on there. I like seeing a YouTube video on there because I know I can take over that spot. Because like for all the AC ones, I check to make sure that there's a video on there. If there is, I know I can take over that spot without a question, and I don't have to do any more research. You know, I look for social accounts. I look for, you know, if it's a social, if it's like a Yelp, a Yellow Page, or something like that, then I know I can take it over. So I'm not, you know, it's local too, but you can take over almost anything that's local. For like Amazon or an affiliate product, you know, you need to do your keyword research. I do my keyword research with this keyword canyon. It tells me, you know, I can pick any country I want. I can type in credit repair, review, analyze keywords. It's probably going to come up as moderate. So if it's moderate, I know if it's super easy, moderate, I know a Hangout video can take over it, regardless what's on the first page. If it's hard, chances are a Hangout can, but it's going to take more than like a month. It's going to take a couple months. For me, I don't care what the if it says hard or easy, it doesn't matter for me. I'll still go after it, because after even if it takes a couple months, it's going to be worth it in the long run. Next question, Robert. That only has 50. Robert, are you with us?
Okay, how is GSA using keywords and anchors differently? Why do we need both?
Okay, so essentially the anchor keyword, if you sit on it, it tells you what it's for. It says use the keyword that you would like your page getting ranked for. Also use spin here for more than one anchor text. If you put your mouse over keywords, it says more than one keyword recommended and should be separated. If for the keywords, you're only using that really is for if you're searching with GSA, that'll tell you what keywords you wanted to search for. Basically, that's the only difference. There's no other difference. Since we're not using GSA as search, I just copy and paste them both in. Because I think you have to have something in that keywords. Yeah, you do. So I just copy and paste it in. Okay, next one.
In your GSA template, do you run all 4 projects simultaneously or one at a time?
Well, for you guys, I wanted you to have a template for each of the different categories. When I run it, I usually just run template 1. It makes everything is marked that I want marked in there. And I click OK. I make sure, like on this one it says blog comments and talkbacks, but I still have it in GSA 1 or in template 1. So I always run template 1 for a good 7 to 10 days, and then I'll stop it for a few days and try to get the video to pop in, because there's so many keywords, there's so many links coming in that it needs to stabilize. And if I can't get it to come in 2 weeks, then I'll turn on just another one of these, another 2 of them. It depends on how long it takes me to get it to come in. But to start off, I just do template 1. If it didn't come in, say like 7 days, I would do the blog comments and trackbacks. If it didn't come in about 5 days, I would do the kitchen sink. And if it didn't come in another 5 days, I would do the contextuals. And if that doesn't come in 5 days, then they would be really not happy and cranky about it, and I would probably go order some Fiverr gigs and send like millions of links to it or something like that. I mean, this is a 4-week template. It should come in 4 weeks.
Are the site's bookmark and Web 2.0 properties okay with someone using mailcatch.com?
If you're using mail, like registering them? No, you want to register them with like a Hotmail or something like that. I think that's the web. Is that what he means?
He doesn't specify.
I think that's what he means. Like you wouldn't want to register with Hotmail because you have to activate them.
How do you bill your clients for leads?
And
is it automated?
No, it's not automated at all. So what I would normally do is I go to my Dropbox on whatever computer you're on. So, make your own folder. Bee removal. And inside the bee removal, I put all my phone calls that I take out of Twilo, and I, save them to the bee removal. I send him the Dropbox link so he can check all of them and make sure that they're all good leads and they're his leads. And then I just, I send him a PayPal request for money. Most of them, they know me that it gets sent in 5 days or I turn it off. So I don't have any issues with it.
Do you use any proxies in RankWise?
Nope, I don't, and I don't know if they have activated the proxy. And RankWise is down anyways. I don't use them, no. There's not a need to use it in there.
Do you need niche-specific Web 2.0 blog networks in RankWise?
No, you don't need them anywhere. Even if you have a private network, you don't need to have niche-specific. All my blogs are random names. I don't put relevant content. Like the couple paragraphs are surrounding the embed I do, but that's it. Like I'll have SEO Houston, and I'll have appliance repair and bee removal. I mean, it's not, you don't need niche related, no.
You said you use Weebly's for embeds. Do you make regular posts with them as well?
No, I just use them as a video blog. You can use it as like a regular article PBN. You just put your anchor text in. That's fine. I used to do that. I just don't know. Actually, I do for some of my early sites. I have article PBNs, but my newer sites I do videos.
Okay. Do you use separate Web 2.0 networks for embeds?
Yeah, I have 3 different networks. Let's see if it's a backup. So I have a embed that is just anchors. Or I'm sorry, I have a network that is just anchors. I have a network that is just embeds, and I have a network that is both anchors and embeds. It depends upon, if you go with my Web 2.0 chart, that's how I split up my networks in those 3 different columns. Okay.
After creating accounts on RankWise, do you age them at all? Do you start with posting an article without an anchor?
So once I get them from RankWise, I export them, and I put them in GSA. I put 100 in each campaign, and I run links at them for about a good month. Once the PA update happens and they get the PA that I want, then I move them out of a regular, like this is one that I'm working on, let's say. So I have all 1,900 in a GSA campaign. Once they have the PA I want, I'll move them to whichever network. If it's an embed network, or if it's a anchor and an embed network, or anchor links only. So it depends on what it can. I don't know if not off the top of my head, I don't know what blog can take, so it might just be anchor link, so I would move those all into the anchor link network.
On GSA, could you show us how you import URLs to post on? Mark Simard is asking emphatically.
Question? I missed it.
On GSA, could you show us how you import URLs to post on?
So you go to template 1, you right-click, import target URLs, and you take from the file or the clipboard, wherever you have them. That's all you do.
Do you need to spin what you put on the Web 2.0s? John Rogers would like to know.
Not GSA. RankWise will spin it for you. Let me like this one. basement. Uploaded articles. I upload my own articles for the, I don't do syndication. So, go to edit. And then I put in a spun article that I had in TBS or whatever. And then RankWiz will pull up the correct article and post it. So this is the whole spun article. Yeah.
Does Holly always sell leads, or does she ever rent a particular campaign for a flat fee?
Robert, I'm going to tell them about the other course that we're going to be offering since the question came up.
All right. Shall I put the link in the chat box?
Yeah, if you want to, that's fine. All right. So, since you're asking about how I get my clients, more or less, we're going to be coming out with an advanced class for those that understand GSA and want to know a little bit more about it. It's one of the things I'm going to go over is my super secret location for getting clients. It'll tell you, I put a simple text file in there. It'll tell you how I do it and how you guys can close 10 clients on a daily basis. If you want to do it monthly or you want to, the one I put in there is doing it monthly. For lead gen, you're working for yourself more or less, so I forgot what the question was. What was the question, Robert? I totally lost focus there. It was how do I bill them, or how do I... Did Robert leave me? Oh my goodness. Robert, I think your mute is on because I can't hear you.
Yes, that was my mute being on. I apologize. Do you always sell leads, or do you ever rent particular campaigns for a flat fee?
Okay, so you'll be able, if you get the course, you'll know which one I do. Basically, I'll give you a hint of, how to get clients 10 times a day easily. It's on a monthly. I would like to rent out sites monthly instead of doing lead gen. I think that there might be less stressful. We have time for a story. I'll tell you a funny story that happened last week. It's not really was very funny, but so I have a couple of different partners, and I said, let's go after appliance repair in Las Vegas, and I said, go and contact some companies and tell them that, if we rank this for number 1, this is what your lead cost is going to be. Are you interested? And they said, yeah, sure. So I made the video, and I made it for them. I put their website in, and I used their brand name, but it was kind of generic still. To me, it was generic. To them, it wasn't. But anyways, so we ranked it number 1. It was, it took maybe 2-3 weeks to be number 1. And like 250 keywords, and it was getting calls, which was good. And then I had them call, I said, we need to rent this because we're getting calls. It's coming to my cell phone or whatever. And he went back to the company and said, we got it number 1. This is what your lead cost is. If you don't want it, that's fine. We'll just send it to your competition. Well, apparently they took that as a threat, and they got a hold of their attorney, and their attorney contacted me and said, you can't, A, we don't want it, which I don't know why I didn't want it because it was ranking for 200 terms, and we discussed it before that, but okay. A, we don't want it, and B, you have to take it down because it has our branded URL, our branded website, and in the video you said the word experts, and I was like, okay, well, I can just cut that out, and I can cut out the phone number, and I can cut out the website by putting this big image on the YouTube video. But nonetheless, I mean, I ended up having to take it down, not because, like, he wasn't threatening to sue me, but like, it probably wouldn't have came out very good for me. So that would be one of the reasons why I would like to rent monthly, because then I don't have to worry about coming and saying, you know, this is what your lead pay per week is, or your per month, or I think it would be just easier. It would just be easier in general just to have a monthly payment and say, hey, your AC repair site's $1,000 a month, regardless of how many cells it is, you know, how many calls it is. But yeah, so if you guys have ideas of like ranking people's videos or websites and then saying going back and offering them it to them and say, hey, we rank this for you, I would be really nervous about that because, you know, we contacted them and was like, this is what we're going to do, and if that's okay with you, and then, you know, maybe we shouldn't have said we're going to send it to your competition, but that's like normal business. So, yeah. I would, you know, be worried about that first. I would get the money in hand and then go and rank them.